Good morning. How are y'all doing today? It's early morning. Well, I guess not too early for some people. It's a little after 7. It's nice and warm in here. Right now it's 72 degrees inside. It's in the 50s outside. It's supposed to be pretty warm today, up in around 70, which is good. Love hearing the birds. Birds are the word. Love hearing the birds when I wake up. We got Miss Venus over here doing her little kneading on my bed. My fuzzy blanket. She loves the fuzzy blanket. Come on, baby girl. Come on. She's so happy. Hi, sweetie pie. Hi, sweetie pie. Here she comes. Oh, I love my girl. She loves me. Look at that. Isn't she just so sweet? Hear that pitter. Hear that purr. You hear it? Can you hear her purr? Say hi to everybody. Venus got a little bit of a bath yesterday with a warm washcloth and some soap, and she was not very happy, but she needed it. She needed it. She gets all kinds of crud in her wrinkles. She's such a good kitty. I love her. She's been with me for quite a while now, almost 7 years. Well, today, let's see, I've got a couple options. Well, I need to go to the Tractor Supply because I need to get some pellets from my potty, because I've been using kitty litter because that's what I had, and I was hoping it was going to work out better than what it has, but kitty litter doesn't work that great for grown-up potty. It works just fine for kitty potty, but not for grown-up potty. So I'm going to go get some horse pellets from Tractor Supply, like I've seen some other people recommend. You know, more absorbent, so to speak, and hopefully not as heavy. We'll see. I don't know. See how it works out. I'm gonna buy a bag and I'm gonna try it out. See how that goes. So, because, we're trying to be self-sufficient here, so we got to keep trying different things and learning new things and figuring out how everything works. Oh, say hi. Hi. She's so happy. She's just chilling out. She's just chilling. She's cool. And Malusha's over there checking out all the birds out the window. Over there. We got some major cat TV going on in this little camper. There's all kinds of things for them to look at outside the window. And they are having a blast. They are loving the windows. Which is nice. Because where I was before, even though they had access to a window, I was up on the second floor. And the only thing they had to look at was the parking lot of the neighborhood behind us. There's a bunch of townhouses back behind us. And so that's all they got to see. There were no birds, no squirrels, no critters flying around. Sorry, I'm having a hard time holding the phone. I really need to get a stand or something. I actually have something that I could sit it on, but of course it's in storage and I'm gonna have to dig it out, and I really don't know how far back into storage it goes, and I'm not sure I'm willing to take all that on. So, I've got some things in my Jeep that I need to go, some things I need to go donate, because I don't want to put stuff that I'm going to donate back into my storage. If I'm going to donate it, I might as well get rid of it, because I need to clear out the storage anyway. I don't want to hold on to that long-term wise. I want to get as much of my belongings into this camper as possible as I get it organized and get places built to put things. Then I will work on all that. So that'll be one of the things I will have to do at some point, not today, of course, but I think I might want to see if I can find a thrift store I can make a donation and drop off a few things and see how that goes. And then go to the storage unit, put some things in there, get some things out, go to Tractor Supply, get some horse pellets, walk around and see if I can find a gauge for my propane tank so I can figure out how much propane I have. You know, I have an instant water heater also over here on the wall. It's not hooked up or anything yet. It's just hanging on the wall, and I'm kind of starting to second guess that unless I can find a way to pump water into it where I don't have to use, you know, electricity, because you know, it would be fine if I had like a water hose hooked up to a water supply source or something somewhere where it was getting constant, you know, it needs a certain amount of pressure to fill the hot water tank in order for the water to push the water through, you know, to keep it running so that it actually operates properly. But I have this like water pump, external water pump that was gonna attach to the wall, but it's a great big huge clunky thing, and I got to do a bunch of wiring, and I got to add a switch and all that other mess, you know. And I'm second guessing that because of the issues I'm having with, you know, how much power I'm able to accumulate this time of the year. Didn't get to watch any Star Trek last night. The generator powered down before I got around to opening up my laptop, so didn't get to watch anything last night, which is fine, I suppose. You know, I don't need to watch something every night. I mean, I did have my phone, so I watched a couple YouTube videos. I've got a book here to read, but honestly, I was just too tired to open up that book last night, you know, so I didn't read anything. Watched a couple YouTube videos, and then I was like zonked out. And it was early. It was like 8:30, and I was just so tired from yesterday. I need to paint this wall over here, so I need to move stuff out of the way, paint that wall. Aww, my sweet little beanish girl. I mean, how could you not love that? I mean, look at that. Look at her. She's so sweet. I love my kitty. Oh my gosh, y'all. I love my cat. I don't know what I would do without her. She's such a joy to have in my life. My pretty kitty. She's starting to grow a little bit of stray hairs here and there, I noticed yesterday. But since we've been back in Virginia up until I moved into this camper, we were in other people's homes, my daughter and my stepdaughter, and they run air condition, and she's not used to an air condition because when I was in Colorado, never ran an air condition, never needed an air condition. You know, it just didn't get cold enough for such things. Was not necessary. I mean, hot enough, I guess, for such things. You know, you didn't need, you know, just open the screen, open the door, the sliding door is a screen in the way, you know, there's plenty of air, you know. No problem. But since being here, she's had to be in an air-conditioned environment. And so I had to buy her a heater, you know, an extra panel. I bought her that panel heater, which I've taken out of here right now. I put it in the Jeep to go to storage because best intentions. It's a low watt heater. I thought it would work in here. for her for when I'm not home. But I think, again, with the electricity issues, it's just not something that I can run. I need to run my refrigerator, and I need to run my computer. And I need to be able to charge my phone. And that's pretty much, those are the necessities right now. I need to be able to run my refrigerator. I need to cool my food off, you know. And, you know, I need to be able to charge my computer and have my computer up and running. You know, so evidently this little tiny refrigerator sucks up a lot more power than I anticipated, because when I was looking into different energy systems, I could have swore that the system that I bought was supposed to be able to run a big, huge, full-size refrigerator for like a couple days, you know, off of generator power for full charge. But I just have a small, you know, mid-size refrigerator. It's 33 inches tall. I mean, I don't know, it's what, like 4 cubic feet, 4.7 cubic feet or something like that, the whole thing. Freezer and refrigerator. If I remember correctly, it could be wrong. Which still isn't very big, you know. I mean, I knew in the wintertime I would have less power options than in the summer, but I just, you know, expected it to run my refrigerator a little bit better. But again, I don't have my panels at an angle. They're flat on my roof because I couldn't figure out how to mount them at an angle and be able to get up there to change all that or whatever if I go to move down the road, or I don't know, maybe I'll figure it out later. I'm gonna have to buy a ladder. I borrowed one to put them up there, so I don't have a ladder available that I can just go up and down, up and down, up and down. So I need to buy a ladder, and I'm trying to decide if I want to get like one of those telescoping ladders that, you know, will extend, you know, from the I don't know, that tool supply store. I forget what it's called right this second. But they sell like telescoping ladders. Or do I want to buy a ladder that will just attach to the back of my camper, you know, and mount to the roof? But at the same time, I'm thinking that I eventually want to put some kind of a rack on top of my Jeep so that I can put a storage container up there, so that, because eventually I would like to be able to get like one of those like gazebo picnic awnings or whatever, you know, that people like, you know, have when you go camping, you know, so you have like, you know, a roof over your food area, or, you know, those things that people buy, you know, when you go to flea markets or whatever, the little booth stand things, you know. But I want to have something, because eventually, you know, I'm going to want to have a place out in the front that I can like have a designated, like, you know, seating area or whatever, extend inside to outside, or so I would need a place to store that stuff when I'm like moving around. So that's, you know, I can't store it in here, I just don't have the room. So the only other option would be either in the back of my Jeep or on the roof in a carrier. So I'm thinking on the roof in a carrier would probably be my best option. But again, we're not there yet because, you know, hey, lack of funds, right? You know, lots of ideas, but, you know, funds are necessary to do things. So, but otherwise, it's getting cozier. It's feeling more like home. It's felt like home all along, honestly, because, you know, it's mine. You know, and I'm really thankful for this, because if it wasn't for having this camper, I would be on the street right now. I would be homeless, because
just, you know, without having funds and no options, and the housing crisis is what it is. I mean, I was on a housing waiting list, but the wait list is 3 to 5 years long. What do you do when you're in an emergency situation? You got animals. I'm not willing to give up my animals and go into a shelter. And the shelters are full anyway. you know, there's people with kids and stuff that need those. You know, I don't have any kids. I just have my animals, but I'm not willing to give up my animals because I need them. They, they're my emotional support critters. They are what gets me up out of bed in the morning. I know I need to get up. I need to feed them. I need to walk them. I need to, take care of their needs, and that gives me a reason to get up out of bed and keep going day after day after day, because they're here with me and they need me. And without that, I'm really not sure where I would be mentally, honestly. I'd be in a lot worse place. So there's always that. Malusha is staring intently out the window. She sees, oh, there's a cat. There's another cat outside. It's probably the first time she's like seen another cat like outside the window before. But there's another cat out there. She is like staring. That's all right. So that's what it is with the camper today. I need to go to the Tractor Supply. I need to go to the storage unit. I need to do some more primer painting, but at least I got that one section over there complete, which I'm happy about as far as primer goes. Well, mostly, except for like where the generator is and where my refrigerator is. I haven't painted behind those areas because I need to move them out of the way in order to get behind there to paint that section, and I needed to clear out some space, which I did yesterday because there was just too much stuff in here, having to climb all over everything to get around. It was like such a nightmare. But anyway, so there it is. It's all up and running. Gonna go to the Tractor Supply. That's the number one priority. I have to go to Tractor Supply and get some pellets. I need some pellets because I'm almost out of kitty litter, and I need the kitty litter from the cats. So I'm probably gonna have to buy more kitty litter and pellets because I don't want to give them the pellets. It's too hard to scoop. I've used pellets before for my cat, and it's just not scoopable. It's not easy to clean the litter box. Yeah, I have to end up having to dump it all out, dump the whole thing out, and I like to conserve as much as I can. And the kitty litter that I buy does a really, really good job. So long as I keep a good amount in there, a good 3 inches at least in the bottom of the kitty litter box. It does great. I scoop it every day, or at least every other day if I get busy. But I try to scoop it every day. And it stays nice and clean, and there's no smell. I buy the lemongrass scented or unscented kitty litter. I don't like any other fragrances. It gives me a headache. And not to mention, it's not good for your cats either. Cats have very sensitive noses, and you have things too strongly scented to cover up the smell of normal bodily functions. I know some people are repulsed by that stuff, but I'm not. To me, it's just part of life. I'm not repulsed by it. I just, whatever. I don't care. It's natural. It's normal. Everybody does it, y'all. Everybody does it. Yes, they do. Just some people are more squeamish than others, and I'm not squeamish. Nope, I'm not. So, anyway, I'm gonna hop off here and finish my coffee and try to get going with my day. So, y'all have fun now. Take it easy. Bye-bye.